You'll have to reapply these whenever the ink starts to fade, Gabriel said, ushering Ransom and myself over to one of his sterile tables. Gabriel was as big and lethal as any of the Order, but he'd decided to go into the medical field. Couldn't really blame the immortal, since his family had been the best-known healers and doctors for our kind for centuries. "And how often will that be?" I asked, my stomach still in knots. Maybe I should have rethought Avi's offer to head to the human district at first night to select a volunteer to feed from. I glanced at Ransom, his face a cool sort of calm. He was devastatingly beautiful. I'd always thought so. From the moment I'd earned my way into auditioning to be Avi's bodyguard, Ransom standing over the training room like a Greek god observing every challenge, every test, I'd been drawn to him. And once he got in the sparring ring with me, once I'd made it to that final challenge where I had to test my merit against a goddamn Onyx assassin, all bets were off. His touch had been like a lightning strike, and my pride at meeting his challenge and laying one tiny finger on him after hours of sparring was just as hot. The look of respect and admiration that had turned those sapphire eyes into flickering gems of molten blue had nearly destroyed me with need, with want. But my selection as Avi's bodyguard was the highest honor, and I quickly buried all lustful feelings toward Ransom in the darkest parts of my soul. I'd always had a knack for masking my scent, a talent of necessity when my parents constantly lorded over and disapproved of my choices. My desire to learn to fight, to protect, to serve. I couldn't have them sniffing out my disgust with their ancient patriarchal ways, not when the truth would only hurt them. And I did love them dearly. I'd do anything to spare them from pain, even leaving home under the guise of being a lady-in-waiting for the princess, which is what brought us here. "Jocelyn helped me spell the ink," Gabriel said, shifting the thick white squares on the table. "But your body's natural instincts will be to rid your skin of the ink." "Right," I said, hopping onto the table where Gabriel gestured. I swished my legs back and forth, my body a well of nervous energy. Ransom flashed me a cocked brow as he eyed the motion. I instantly stilled my body. That's why one of the witch's most lucrative income streams are magical tattoos for supernaturals, I basically said to myself. God, I hated the anxiety fluttering up from my stomach, the way it clouded my mind. "Precisely," Gabriel said, his eyes softening as he looked me over.